This is the third rendering of the video. The original got copyright claimed for 2 long sections, so I had to remove all the video clips. This studio is not going to feed off of the dozens of dollars it will make. I sat through this garbage and edited for 3 hours, so yeah, all revenue will go to me. Warning, I do get very angry towards the later part of the video, so stick around for that.
Welcome back, everybody. This is a video that I absolutely don't want to do, but I'm going to cover it anyways. So it's my review of the first 2 episodes of Lord of the Rings Amazon exclusive, The Rings of Power, and why it is the show that has the most potential but completely destroyed by its writers and its extremely toxic fan base. So originally I was going to do 1 video per episode. There's 2 episodes. I completely changed my mind after interacting with the modern social justice fan base for the Rings of Power. Because you see, yesterday I posted a picture of me giving a specific character in the show the middle finger, and I made the mistake of including in the picture a illegal hat, which drove these people completely batshit insane. So I'm gonna start off with the good points of Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, because it does have good points. Visually, you're not gonna find a show on the caliber of how amazing the visuals of this show is. Of course, they spent millions, if not billions. I don't know and I don't care about the budget. All I know is it ends with illions. So as expected, a show with that kind of budget, especially on Amazon or Netflix, would have to be top tier, and that's where they put all their money. Characters, there are some characters that I do very much like. I don't care right now to remember the names of the actors or the names of the characters that they played, but the Black Elf, I really like that character. The Doogie Howser elf, I also very much like. He's very funny and very charismatic. And also the dwarf, I absolutely love the dwarf. Durbin, I think his name is Durbin or Durin, something like that. Hell, even his wife is really not that bad in the first episode that she appears. I don't know how she gets afterwards, because I do not watch the trailers and I do not watch people's reviews of stuff like this, because I know how toxically divided both sides will be. I'm not a freaking leftist and I'm not a freaking right-winger. I watch shows and I watch movies so I could either enjoy them or make reviews about them, and I watch them in an unbiased manner until the show or the movie starts getting too far on one of the ridiculous sides. And oh yeah, this freaking show, it minces no words with how anti-Trump, I mean anti... So the visuals of the show, great. Some of the characters, great. The acting on the show, for the most part, from what I've seen, apart from one actress, Galadriel, they all do either decent or they do great jobs with the roles that they're given. So a lot of people are also freaking out, which is, to me, I find it very stupid, freaking out about the race swaps of some of the characters. Who cares? This is not lore. If you consider this show lore, it's more lore of modern day politics than it is lore of Lord of the Rings. This is not Lord of the Rings lore. It's just a TV show that's on Amazon that is catered specifically to one group of people, and that is the insane schizophrenic leftists. Like I said, I did not want to do this video. After I posted my picture on Twitter about my thoughts on the show, everybody jumps to conclusions that I never even mentioned. Of course, I'm anti-woman because I don't like Galadriel, Galactus, whatever her name is on the show. She fucking sucks. In my opinion, she absolutely ruins the show. There is no character development with her to help us understand why she's so strong and powerful and how she knows absolutely everything that she encounters in the show. There is not one thing that this character encounters throughout the first 2 episodes that she does not already know about and knows how to handle. And she can also take down a giant troll single-handedly without fear. Meanwhile, her entire crew is cowering in the background, and they're all a crew of men. There's nothing earned on that show from that character. I despise that character like you wouldn't believe, and now more so because of how crazy people are getting online, especially for Galadriel. She sucks. She freaking sucks. So I'm gonna tone it down a little bit because, I'm not having a great time, because also it doesn't really help matters that no matter what I try, no matter what I do, the YouTube algorithm refuses, and I mean absolutely refuses, to push out my content. I posted yesterday 3 short videos based on my She-Hulk worst of episodes. Even those are not being pushed out. Apart from the first episode, got pushed out to 1,000 people as of yesterday, but the other ones are less than 200 impression suggestions per video. So the 3 shorts that I did all together got 12 views and altogether had 212 impressions. So I don't know what it is that completely nuked my channel and the algorithm. YouTube itself doesn't, the YouTube team themselves don't know what's going on either. So I really don't know if I'm going to continue making videos on this channel. It's really not helping me right now, especially with my mental health, as you could see. But yeah, back to the Lord of the Rings of Power Amazon show. Everything right that they do in the show, they do the opposite. The first episode, I hated every single minute of it, from the beginning of the show to the end credits of the episode. I hated it. The second episode, I took a little bit of a break, and then I started playing the second episode, and the second episode is really not bad. It's nowhere near as bad as the first episode, with the heavy-handedness of the social justice message. That's where I was able to start liking some of the characters, like Doogie Howser Elf, Redhead Dwarf, and Black Elf. Those are my 3 favorite characters so far. There's only 2 episodes. I don't know when they're going to be airing the 3rd episode, but from the first 2 episodes that I've watched, those are my 3 favorite characters. Hell, even the love interest of Black Dwarf is alright. Actually, she's more than alright. She's 10 times better than Galadriel. So, towards the middle ending of episode 2, we have a battle where I thought it was going to be stupid, because they both hid inside cupboards, which the troll, of course, would have found them, and I'm glad it did find them, because if they just successfully hid from the troll in the closets, that would have been just too stupid. But they get discovered by the troll, a fight ensues. The troll is overpowering both her son and the mother. So there is a struggle between both characters to fight off against the troll, but in the end, with enough perseverance, the mother takes down the troll and beheads it. And that, I was like, all right, that is how you have a strong female character. Let us see what she's capable of. Let us see her struggles, and let us draw our own conclusions. Whereas with the Galadriel character, she is the best, and we have no backstory on why she's the best and why she knows everything and has absolutely no fear of anything. So the thing that I hate Galadriel the most, she has no sense of compromise. Absolutely no sense of compromise or boundaries. She's taking her troops up into the mountains in the beginning of episode 1 to look for Sauron, or at least his army. So there are a group of, I think there are about 10 of them or a dozen, and they're all wearing thin, flimsy attire. I don't know if these are enchanted attire that protects them against the elements, but they do get tired, they do get cold, and they ask Galadriel, can we please take a break? No, we cannot take a break, we're moving forward. A leader does not disregard his or her men's or women's safety because she has an agenda, a mission to accomplish. And then this part, really, whatever, they're climbing the peak, they all take a break, and then they look up, and of course Galadriel, tireless, continues on to her climb. And then where it started getting off the rails with her Mary Sue character is, so she meets an ice wall and she knows there's something behind it, so what does she do? She punches it. Yeah, she's wearing a bracer, but within 2 shots she breaks solid frozen ice, and I'm sure the ice wasn't this thick. If the show continues the way it was on episode 2, which I very much doubt, it could be said. But anytime Galadriel enters the scene, right away, the energy of the show is right away sucked out. Right away you sink into your seat and you're like, oh god, another Galadriel scene. Let's get it over with. That's how I feel when I watch it. Your audience should never feel that way. And I've said it in the Resident Evil show, these people don't know how to write for villains and they don't know how to write for strong lead characters. All they know is how to write for assholes and jerks, because that is what they are. You can only write what you know. You have no idea how to intimidate people, and you don't know how to write for intimidating good or villains in your shows or movies, and you really have to learn from that. The best example of a perfect villain was Negan from The Walking Dead, from seasons 7 and 8 until they switched from Scott Gimple to the other writer.
Thank you. Don't be ridiculous. Thank you.
Because I do not have any intentions of supporting a show that is so toxically dividing. Which brings me to the next point. The cast, the actors, the producers, the writers. Putting not only the original fans or future fans, or actually they're not fans because they hate what you are presenting and they hate the way that you are driving your community to interact with them. The worst thing that I've had to do, apart from sitting through the shows, the episodes, is interacting with unhinged, lunatic social justice warriors that, as long as they're given a target to hate, they will absolutely hate. So I'm going to leave it at this because I didn't even want to talk more than 5-10 minutes about this show, and I'm sure I'm already at like 15 minutes. So this show, I am not going to be supporting it. I'm going to be watching it through alternative means. That way you guys don't get any money from me subscribing to the services. Unless you prove to us that you can make a non-divisive show or movie, I'm not going to watch it through Amazon. So this might be one of my last videos on the channel for a while. I have a friend, Brendan loves the movies. Brendan, how's it going, buddy? I was going to do a movie review for him for this movie called The Town That Dreaded Sundown. I'm really not in the mindset right now to properly be able to review a movie for somebody that I care about. I do have the movie. I will watch it eventually, but I don't know when. Not having the support of YouTube suggesting my videos is a major blow to a creator. So if you guys enjoy this video, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want, and I'll be back. I appreciate you guys giving me some of your time. I'm out.